what do you think that the big headline takeaway should be for people today with regard to that topic?
Um, I mean, that's the $64,000 question. I mean, identity being the control plane, and with the evolution and usage adoption of AI will both shrink our risk capabilities, but it will equally supercharge our attackers' capabilities. So AI is already everywhere, but the real adoption of it in certainly in corporate worlds is somewhat cautious. So we need to use this time as practitioners to really get ahead of that risk. And the AI risk is just fundamentally an identity problem, because AI is our identities. And so we need to get ahead of that, as I said.
You touch on something that I adore, the idea that as far into the tech age or the information age as we might feel, some of us been around a little longer, the truth is we're still at the very beginning of this. And AI is obviously the latest incarnation of tech and information age technology that has made that incredibly, pardon me, that made that incredibly clear. I wonder, in that context of the beginning, are we heading to a place where, every interaction you have needs to have layers on it that we now encounter for, say, a wire transfer from a bank?
Absolutely. I mean, yes is the answer to that explicit question. It's funny you mentioned the pervasiveness of it. I'll give you one side note, and then I'll get specifically to answer your question. I learned yesterday that my 80-year-old mother calls her ChatGPT app her boyfriend, and she talks to her boyfriend all day long. And so as we think about the pervasiveness of what's going on out there, that's a very real world, tangible thing that I like. It scared the hell out of me at the same time. But as you think about kind of the challenge and using your Bankwire example, identity, if you use identity as a foundation, who are you? What can you do? What's your normal behavior? Being able to answer those questions real time is going to be pervasive. And so that's where we have to really take hold of that and have a plan for it and use the AI to combat the AI. Stolen or lost credentials remain the number one cause of most breaches today. So again, that makes identity the core of the control layer of modern security. At this point, the thing that keeps me up at night isn't a hacker per se. It's a legitimate service account with admin rights that nobody has looked at in 18 months, because what can you do with that? What kind of exploits can you come with that? So absolutely, we have to get to a world where that is happening, the Bankwire example, but it has to happen in real time. And so that's what's going to be the next wave of evolution in technology advancement.
Which brings us to Delinea and you. So I know that you're new to Delinea. So tell me a little bit about what the company does with regard to that topic.
Okay. I mean, the tagline would be, we secure every identity, both human and machine. So the intent is kind of what I was alluded to just before: give you the right access for the right amount of time, and then provide full auditing capabilities. So then remediate when you need to remove that access. And this is a problem that is massive for our customers, especially with the propagation of AI and machine identities, which are, there's 50 times more of them than humans. So our ability to be able to go after and provide that right access, right amount of time, and still audit it, then revoking rights as needed, is going to be critical for our customers to adopt it.